Hello and welcome to this week's episode of The Winning Post, where all the action is here at the Pune racecourse because it is the Independence Day weekend. Let's have a look at what's coming up for this week. A chat with the new chairman of the RWIC, Vivek Jain, tells us of the challenges that lie ahead. All the entertainment and excitement and plenty of colour at the Blue Frog Salver Day on the 14th of August. And finally, the top racing action from the Independence weekend in Pune. First up, this weekend on The Winning Post, I have a very special person I'm going to interview. He's the man who works tirelessly behind the scenes. He keeps wearing different hats, and the latest one he's donning yet again is the chairman of the RWITC. Welcome back to chairmanship, Vivek. How's it this time around?
Well, Mandira, it's still early days. The AGM is still a few weeks away. So the formal crowning is still yet to take place. But by the looks of it, yes, it would come back in a few weeks from now.
You know, just talking about the fact that this time it's been fairly seamless. I mean, the RWITC, unfortunately, at times has made headlines for the wrong reasons, and politics is one of them. This departure from the usual process is definitely refreshing.
Yes, in the terms that it's been an unopposed election for all nine, in many ways is good because the agony and the politics behind every election process can be traumatic. Of course, there are many members who feel that democracy should ensure that members get a chance to vote. This year was different in many ways. So I think all of us are happy that we are there. We have a new addition in Milan Luthria, who's a very good addition. He's a man who speaks his mind, involved with racing, so we welcome him on board. It's going to be a tough year to be chairman, but we are, I think, going to be equal to the task.
Okay, what can we look forward to? You know, what's in the agenda for the new committee?
The first point would be the finances. As you know, the RWITC is in a serious financial bind. We have to have a ruthless cutback on costs. That's going to be a number one task. Above all else, of course, then to speak to the government on the lease. Recently, there was a diktat by them that 3 acres was going to be taken away for some metro rail project. That could be the precursor of many such actions. So we need to build a rapport with them and ensure that the regulatory influences get downplayed.
Okay, now to the more fun business of horse racing. Let's talk about this weekend. It's always so special to be in Pune for the Independence Day weekend. How's it been so fun? What can we look forward to?
Well, I'm delighted because my friend Govind, who runs Blue Frog in Pune, has brought a special dimension with a lovely party he's hosted. They are our hospitality partners. And we need things like this to bring the color, to bring the fun. He has an outstanding live DJ, exotic cocktails, party crowd, going right to 9 o'clock. They're delighted, we are. So it's great that we could do things like this. We have a packed season ahead. We have Gourmet Renaissance. We're going to possibly bring the Hello Awards. The Derby weekend with Indo-German and United Breweries doing a beer fest. I think every weekend we're going to plan things. So it's a lot to look forward to.
So exciting times ahead for the Royal Western India Turf Club. For now, it's all the racing action, and in Pune, the Independence Day weekend is really grand. A lot of people come here, there's lots of top quality racing. So let's get straight to the action, to the thick of it, and start with the Eve's Champion Trophy. Racing fever met patriotic fervour as 1 billion hearts beat with pride this Independence Day. There was a large holiday crowd that was enjoying a mix of the high-end entertainment along with the thrilling races at the Pune racecourse. The Sunday outing proved to be a super enjoyable one as it started off with exciting races like the Eve Champion Trophy, a Group 3 race for 4-year-old horses over 2,000 meters, which had 4 horses that made up the field. Pacey Shroff saddled 2 horses in this race. One was the Unicorn, who ran 4th in the C.N. Wardia Gold Cup over 2,400 meters on the 13th of March and would be looking for a winning place with N.S. Parmar on his back. And Myrtlewood, who was coming into this race on the back of a win in the major P.K. Mehra Memorial Super Mile Cup over 1,600 meters on the 6th of March in Chennai and would be looking to retain her winning form with P.S. Chauhan on her back. The Ministerian from Karthik Ganpati's yard, who ran a disappointing 7th in the Fairhaven Trophy over 1,400 meters on the 29th of July in Pune, would be looking to improve on that performance with David Brew in the saddle. The Malaysian Redu train Jigsaw was coming into this race on the back of a win in the Goodness Gracious Plate over 1,600 meters on the 7th of August in Pune and would have Yash Naredu partnering him to get a winning spot.
They are off and racing for the Eve Champion Trophy, Grade 3, and losing a lot of ground at the start is Myrtlewood, but she's quickly bridging up the gap and being in touch with the second last horse as they settle down to race. The Unicorn making a hot pace here, leading by about 5 lengths in front of Jigsaw in second position. Myrtlewood has brushed up to be a close third. A length for the back, there's the Ministerian. They've just crossed the 1,600. The Unicorn maintaining about 5.5, 6 lengths over Jigsaw in second position. 3 lengths for the back is Myrtlewood in third. Another 2.5 behind as they pass the 1,400 is the Ministerian. The Unicorn setting up a hot pace here is about 6-7 lengths ahead of Jigsaw in second position as they pass the 1,200. Another 3.5 lengths for the back. There's Ministerian now going past Myrtlewood. They're heading towards the 1,000 meter marker now. Unicorn maintaining about 5 lengths in front of the Ministerian, quickly showing some urgency. Another 3.5, 4 lengths for the back. There's Jigsaw on the tail of Jigsaw now making slight headway. There's Myrtlewood. Past the 800 meter marker, the Unicorn still about 5 lengths in front of the Ministerian in second position. Myrtlewood is up on the outside, quickly moving into second. Another 2.5, 3 lengths for the back. There's Jigsaw has dropped to the last position. They're galloping past the 600 meter marker. The Unicorn still in command, about 3.5 lengths in front of Myrtlewood. Another 3 lengths for the back. There's Ministerian. Another 2.25 lengths behind is Jigsaw as they begin to negotiate the home turn. Around the turn into the straight, the Unicorn about 2.25 lengths in front of Myrtlewood is under the stick. Another 2.5, 3 lengths for the back. There's Ministerian with about 300 meters more to run, and the Unicorn is gone away. He's pulling quite a flutter here. He's about 3.5, 4 lengths in front of Myrtlewood. Is struggling to keep pace. 100 to go and upset here with the Unicorn stretching his lead and winning this very, very easily from Myrtlewood, finishing up second. Then there is the Ministerian and Jigsaw as the race past the finish.
The shocker of the day, however, was Myrtlewood. Unicorn, known for his consistency and smooth manner in which he sailed into the lead early on and then finished with a strong gallop, leaving the rest far behind. Myrtlewood came in second, with the Ministerian in third. Time for a quick break here on the Winning Post. We return with the rest of the racing action. Make sure you stay with us. Welcome back. You're watching the Winning Post. We're here in Pune. This is where the action is. And the Independence Day was no different. In fact, the feature race on the weekend was the PRA Independence Cup, a fantastic, top quality race. Let's have a look. The city of Pune cradled many a freedom fighter during the struggle for independent India. And so, every racing aficionado makes it a point to attend the Independence Day trophy race. This year's renewal was sponsored by the PRA Realty and is the only race in the country offering 10 lakhs plus for a Class 4 race. It always draws a full field, and this year was no exception. What made it even more exciting was there was no outstanding runner in the fray. The PRA Independence Million is a Class 4 race over 2,000 meters. It had 18 horses in contention. Sentosa Co from B. Prakash's yard ran a disappointing 8th in the Ramnivas Ramnarayan Ruya Gold Cup over 2,000 meters on the 17th of Jan and had S. Zerwan to guide him home. The SK Sundarji Trade Italia also ran a disappointing 8th in the Racing Journalist Trophy over 1,800 meters on the 24th of April in Mumbai, and would be looking at improving on that performance with Ajinkya in the saddle. Palatial, trained by Kuji Katrak, ran a disappointing 16th in the Gaya Plate over 1,400 meters on the 28th of July and would be looking to better off that performance this time with Amin Merchant in the saddle. Joss, the toad favourite, trained by Zadmal Singh, ran 5th in the Air Dash Plate over 1,600 meters on the 28th of July in Pune and would have Suraj Naredu to guide him past the post.
And away they go for the PRA Independence Million, losing about 8 lengths at the start. She's an ace and losing 10 lengths, it's RWIC. And as the field settled down past the 1800, as they start to climb the hill, Vitas is the leader from Gina in second in the green and yellow. Racing in third, Dance Debonair is ranging up on the outside. Sentosa Cove in the white and blue has settled back in fourth as they pass the 1600. Very close behind there is a Joss being tracked on the far side by Gloria Sim, with Lord Arazan is in the centre. Length and a quarter behind is a Starry Moment after the Savage Garden. On the outside as they pass the 1400 and start to climb the mountain, there is Vice Admiral on the outside making a forward move. After that is Centaurus flashing on her. She's an 8, made a forward move. Second last Kohli, last of all is Palatial. They're now at the far end of the track with 6 furlong in balance. Vitas is the leader from Gina, settled back in second. Dance Debonair on the outside in third, with Sentosa Cove is close to the rail. Then there's Glorious Him is improving all the time with 1,000 to go. Length and a half behind us. Riz, who's made a forward move along with Atalia, is in the mid-pack. Joss is improving down in the centre. Then there's Starry Moment showing plenty of speed with half a mile remaining. Then there's Savage Garden up on the outside. There is a Vice Admiral, another 2.5 lengths behind us. She's an 8. After that is flashing on a Kohli and Centaurus, Palatial, the back marker. They're running down towards the entrance of the home stretch in this PRA Independence Million. Vitas is the leader, being chased all the time by Gina. Sentosa Cove is struck is in the centre. After that is Atalia. Then there's Dance Debonair and Glorious Him is ahead, turns for home. Round the turn and into the straight, it's Sentosa Cove in the centre is the leader from Gina. After that is Atalia, and Joss is the one just about beginning to make a quick forward move, widest of all. Then there's Savage Garden, but Sentosa Cove is about 2.5 lengths ahead of Atalia. Joss is in third. After that is Palatial, widest of all. On the stand side, Sentosa Cove from Atalia. Sentosa Cove, Atalia, Palatial. After that is Joss, then there's Savage Garden.
Sentosa Cove, trained by B. Prakash, was tactically very well ridden by Zairwan to pull off an exciting victory and win the trophy. Sentosa Cup galloped valiantly and sustained his speed all the way to return triumphant, with both Atalia and Palatial breathing down his neck.
It's a very big ambition to lift a trophy. I won races, but never took a trophy. So then Prakash told me, we'll put the Zairwan and we'll try. So I got that.
Well, the race was well executed. We had planned in a way to be in a good posse and to take the running top of the straight and do his best into the straight. And everything went according to what we have decided. And the horse won for us.
Well, in the beginning of the season, when I came from Bangalore, Prakash Bhaiji approached me for the ride. Got onto him and I was quite happy with the horse. He's a nice free-flowing horse. And I said, he's running class 4, nothing much. And it's a nice staying race, nice staying horse, lovely action. So I was very happy to ride him. Jumped out nicely, horse was galloping in a good position, and I was happy to sit over there. Coming around the 4 furlong, I said we'll pick it up a little bit and let him stretch out as he goes in the straight. I thought something is, coming up close to me, but the horse fought on. He's a nice horse, he's a game horse, fought on, and happy to be on him. Thank you, Prakash Bhaiji, for the ride.
Apart from the PRA Independence Cup trophy, there was also the Blue Frog Salver. These were 2 races that were sponsored by Blue Frog on the Sunday of the Independence Day weekend. There was plenty of excitement, different DJs, a party atmosphere. The race course was definitely the place to be at. The Blue Frog Salver, a Division 1 race to be run over 1,000 meters, had 11 horses in the paddock. The Hosidar Daji trained Flying Show ran a disappointing 8th in the Indian Navy Trophy over 1,200 meters on the 13th of March in Mumbai, and would be looking at improving on that performance with K. Nazil partnering him. M.K. Jadav's chart Star 1 ran 3rd in the Zahara Plate over 1,200 meters on the 29th of July in Pune and would have A. Sandesh to guide him home. Victoria from Sanjay Kolse's yard ran 3rd in the Racing Officials Trophy over 1,000 meters on the 24th of April in Mumbai and would have S.A. Amit in the saddle. Flying Show pulled off an upset, beating a more fancied lot with ease.
Victoria, the leader from Flying Show on the outside, and these two are about 2 lengths ahead of Dragon of 4 as they entered into the straight. In 4th place is Tinagona, Kingston Heat, Sapphire Song, Star 1 and the others. Going inside the last 300 meters, Flying Show gets the measure of Victoria, and about 3 lengths away in 3rd place there is There is the Dragon of War, then there's Tinagona, Star One, and on the inside rails there is Kingston Heath going inside the last furlong. Flying Show, the winner of the last race by about 3.5, 4 from Star One, Victorio, Dragon of War, Tinagona, Kingston Heath, Advance to Contact, Sapphire Song, Alien, Blazing Steps, and Etihad is the last one to finish home.
Flying Show, while reaching the home stretch, started to accelerate well and built up a handy lead, leaving behind Star One to take the next best spot. Time now for a quick break. When we return, we show you the second division of the Blue Frog Salver. Make sure you stay with us. Welcome back. You're watching The Winning Post and staying on with the Independence Day weekend in Pune. The Blue Frog Salver second division had 11 horses that went to the start. The Blue Frog Salver Division 2 was over 1,000 meters and had 11 horses in the paddock. Almost Magical was the tote favourite, trained by Faisal A. Abbas, who ran third in the Kokenhof Plate over 1,200 meters on the 12th of March in Mumbai and would be looking for a winning place with C.S. Jodha in the saddle. The M.K. Jadhav-trained AIM ran a disappointing 10th in the Gaya Plate over 1,400 meters on the 28th of July in Pune and would be looking to improve on that performance with A. Sandesh in the saddle. Logano, trained by Mansoor Shah, also ran a disappointing 13th in the Zahra Plate over 1,200 meters on the 29th of July and would be looking to improve on that performance with S. Sunil in the saddle.
Starters orders and away they go for the 7th race of the afternoon. And as they settle down, Almost Magical in the centre, just showing out from Eternal Spirit on the inside, Mr. Morrison, Logano on the outside. In between them there's Ekabil, Amy on the far side, then there's Bohemian, then comes Eternal Dancer, then there's Make It Shine, Eagle Spirit and Clover in that order as they start negotiating the curve at the 800. Almost Magical, the leader by about a length from Logano, Mr. Morrison running third, Rich and Rare being tracked on the outside by Amy. Another 2 lengths away on the outside, there's Bohemian, on the inside Eternal Dancer, then there's Make It Shine followed by Clover, Eternal Spirit in that order as they enter into the straight. Almost Magical clear by about 3.5 to 4 from Logano. Then there's Amy followed by Mr. Morrison, Rare and Rich and Make It Shine. But as they go into the last furlong now, and Almost Magical with jockey looking over his shoulder, clear by about 5.5, 6 from Logano and Amy. Almost Magical, an easy winner of the 7th race from Amy. Then there's Logano followed by Rare and Rich, Mr. Morrison, Eagle Spirit, Make It Shine, Clover, Eternal Dancer.
Almost Magical won the Division 2 of the Blue Frog Salver with equal ease as Almost Magical zipped ahead soon on turning for home and accelerated further ahead, eating up ground briskly. Logano fell back and none could match the winner's scorching gallop. AIM improved positions to finish a faraway second, shoving Logano to the 3rd spot. Owner Mohan Thakur took home a trophy double, winning both the divisions of the Blue Frog Salver.
Welcome to the event here at the RWIC. We've actually had a lovely day with the Turf Club, RWIC members and the Blue Frog here. And we've invited all our guests, as you can see, everybody having a great time. And Audi has actually been supported us for this beautiful event. We had the R8 here, we had the A7 there. And I think everyone's having a great time. The party's going to go on till late evening. And yeah, I think we're introducing racing to every single member that's come in here, every single person, every single guest, to the horse racing, which is, we are trying to revive that back into the days that we used to all enjoy, as you know. And yeah, so we're just here to have some fun, and please join us. Yeah.
Thanks a lot. You know, as far as the fun is concerned, you've got a great lineup of DJs as well. How much of curation has gone into it? What kind of planning have you put into this event?
Well, you really want to know? Well, okay. Well, I love music, and that's why music is very close to my heart, and I feel that music has to be felt. It's a story that you're going to be telling. So I even sat with my DJ last evening for 20 minutes to tell him what kind of uplifting music should be happening during Sundowner. And to that extent, I love getting into details. Of course, some love me and some hate me, but I don't care.
That's the way to be. Yeah. You know, what I really liked was the little gimmick you were doing with the Audi.
So we've come from a family of racing, And my father's been racing since 1963, 65 on bikes and cars and everything. So it's a part of our upbringing. So whenever we actually have some great, kind of flag off or a racing party, we kind of rev our sports cars, our vintage cars, to kind of add the little adrenaline to everybody and just kick off the party. Yeah. That's what we do. Yeah.
And now for what is possibly the most awaited segment here on The Winning Post, we look ahead to the racing next week and give you our tips. Here we go. And now for the grand finale, here's what The Winning Post tips for this weekend. Sabiq, who ran third in the track charm plate on the 17th of April in Mumbai, looks a decent chance of winning on the 21st of August, which is Saturday, in the St. Emmy plate over 2,400 meters. Uncle Scrooge, who's trained by M.K. Jadhav, looks the main danger to the rest of the 6 on the card. In the Gamble for Love trophy, there's a close fight to finish between Kandinsky and Airco, as it is Kandinsky who holds an upper edge over Airco and is coming into this race on the back of a win. He has P. Trevor riding him, while Airco has Zervan in the saddle. Staying with Saturday's race card, Don Corleone has a winning edge in the DK Ashish Trophy over 1,000 meters and will have S.A. Amit riding him. That was the card for Saturday, and here's what we predict for Sunday. The Aurora Aurelius Plate has Rider of the Storm in a strong winning position, trained by Narendra Lagad, who ran second in the Cacophony Plate on the 29th of July on this track. It seems like a very close fight to the winning post between Pink Panther and Queen Credible. Both the horses have been second place in their last respective races on this track and will fight it out strongly. And let's have a look at what's making news on social media in our new segment, Trending Now. Starting with Twitter, lots of congratulatory messages for Bangalore trainer Arjun Manglorkar. Staying with Twitter, and the racing fraternity is most concerned with the ongoing dispute between the RWITC and the Bangalore Turf Club over royalty. On to Facebook, and it's the Padmanabhans once again that feature on our show. They're on a well-deserved break at the Mabula Game Lodge in South Africa. Lots of game to see, but staying away from the cooked version. Well, that's all we have time for in this episode of The Winning Post. Remember, if you've missed anything at all, you can always catch it on our YouTube channel. You can also follow Mohit Lalwani on Twitter for his tips and like our Facebook page for regular updates. Goodbye, and until we see you next week, may the horse be with you.